Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to my channel. My name is Angela, and I'm the Spiritual Witch. Today, I'm going to be talking about protection magic. Now, my viewpoints on this are going to be probably a little bit different. Not so much, but probably a little bit different from other material that you may have found online or things that you may know about or hear about on social media. That being said, take what I say with a grain of salt. I want to provide you with things to kind of make you think and maybe reevaluate a little bit. But I'm going to share with you why you might need protection in magic. I'm going to share at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you things and objects that I have in place to that I implement into my routine. The reason I say that my attitude on protection magic might be a little bit different is because I firmly believe that everything in this universe is energetic. And so we all know that where attention goes, energy flows. And if you're hyper focused on protection, then I feel like it's like a great big neon sign, you know, on your forehead or in your environment, you know, within your energy that screams, I'm not protected and I'm afraid. And I want to let you know right now that you have zero to fear. There's absolutely nothing to fear. So that being said, yeah, I think that to begin with, I want to discuss the fact that my cat might be making a lot of noise in this video, so I apologize if you hear that. So first of all, I think the thing that's going to really set up the foundation for you regarding protection is, you know, the way you were raised, where you live. We're all so different. We have different upbringings and different cultures that we come from. And so that's going to definitely play a huge part. Another thing that is going to determine what your thoughts are regarding protection is going to be your faith. You know, do you have a faith in a something bigger? It's my belief that obviously I didn't create this universe, and there's something bigger at play, something way bigger at play. And even if we're in some sort of video game simulation, there's still a person that flips the switch on or off. So I have faith in the Creator. I have faith in God. And you can reference that any way you want, you know. But if you have, there needs to be, you know, some sort of faith in a greater existence that has their hands in what's going on, because that's kind of going to determine your thoughts on protection. So the things that you know, why you would even need protection is going to come from the knowledge that you have already gained. If you're brand new to the craft, I will give you tools in a bit to kind of help you figure out what to start with. But you know, depending on what experience you have in the craft or along your spiritual journey thus far is going to determine where you feel like you need protection. If you're going to start something brand new that you've never dabbled in and you don't have any experience in, I would definitely recommend putting protection in place. Things that you might consider protection for would be, you know, your mind. I always say it in a lot of my videos, guard the gates of your mind. What you take in is going to affect you, whether you see it right away or not. It's going to affect you. So, and a lot of the thoughts on witchcraft are, you know, pretty spooky. A lot of people are frightened by the craft, and you know, that's understandable. There is energy. We are, you know, we live in a world of polarity where there is good and there is evil. There is light, there is dark. You know, you get the idea. But there, you know, if you don't know what you're dealing with, then protection's a good idea, is kind of what I'm saying. You want to protect your psyche, your mind, the subconscious, You want to protect your boundaries, your home. You want to protect your family and friends, your security, travel protection, health protection, and, career protection. So there's so many different things that people may feel they need to implement a practice of protection around. So in regards to when to put things in place, when to put protection in place, I guess my biggest advice would be to keep it simple. Because like I said, if you have this grandiose fear already, then when you feel like you need to put a lot of protection in place before you move forward, just don't, don't get into something that you are right out of the gate afraid of, or you don't really understand. And throughout my years of practicing, I have always been very patient, and sometimes we're not ready for particular types of information. And so take your time with what you feel like you need to learn, and let your intuition guide you, with your next steps. And intuition will definitely tell you when something is off and when you might need to put a protection in place. So just keep it simple. And I don't feel like there needs to be stuff laying around your house all over the place. Just these flashing beacons of light that scream, I'm afraid, I have fear, because fear is literally just an illusion regarding something that we don't understand or that we don't know. And you are a natural piece of beautiful, eternal love and spiritual light from Source itself. You are innately loving and beautiful energy. All of the other stuff comes along later. But, and what I mean by stuff is just the conditioning and the things and the baggage and the shadow stuff that comes up, and ritual and ceremony tools. Actually, just anything within your craft that is a tool or something that you use as a symbol of your magic and your practice is exactly that. It's a symbol, and our subconscious mind learns and programs by symbols. And so if you have all of these symbols around that are in place for protection, then that's what you're going to be constantly thinking about it. Does that make any sense? I hope I'm making sense. I'm not advocating for zero protection. I'm just saying that it's really not that scary. It's really not. Nothing's going to harm you. Nothing's going to hurt you. The most important energy that you're going to be dealing with in life is your own. You're a sovereign being, and you have control over the energy that you hold on to within your vessel, within your human body and your auric field and your energetic field. So it's up to you to decide what you let into that space and what you mingle with. And so just keep it simple, So now I want to share with you some tools that I use, as well as some common tools that are used for protection in your magic and in your craft. One of the more common ones that are used for, that I've seen anyway, that are used for protection is the evil eye. And this is said to protect against, negative talk or jealousy or envy that is directed towards you. So this is something that you could hang in a window and have it facing out so that it projects that energy out and away from your home space. I'm sure you've seen bracelets and different types of jewelry that you can wear that have the evil eye. You can buy protection candles. A black candle in ceremony is always a good one to use for a protection spell. Another one is just an herb protection bag, and you can actually find these at you know, little metaphysical shops, or you can get them online. You know, or you can just buy the little satin bags or any kind of little bag like this, and then add your own herbs to it, protective herbs. You can store these, you know, under your pillow. You can put them on windowsills. You can just use your imagination, you know, put them in your dresser. You could put it in your car for protection when traveling, pack it in a suitcase. This is something that's kind of small, and you know, it's kind of discreet, so you don't have to worry about people wondering what in the heck you got going on. Herbs are good to use for protection magic. You know, you could just set up a little, just get a bowl and put protective herbs in there and a little tea light, and just do a little ceremony or a little ritual and put your intention out to have protection. Another good one is, you know, cleansing is really important. Cleansing is going to clear the energy. It's not only going to clear your space, but it's going to, it's just going to make you feel better. Anytime you have clutter or you have stagnant energy, there can be, it's not necessarily that anything creepy is in your space. It's just your mind. I mean, most people like a clean, orderly space. And when you have, you know, dirt and dust and, you know, stagnant energy like that, it can feel very intrusive and very oppressive. So anytime you cleanse, that's sort of like a proactive kind of way to add protection into your life. Anytime you open your windows or your doors and you know, have some light that comes into your home and into your environment, that's going to automatically clear any negative energy that might be in your space, and you're just going to feel better. There are, you know, I wear a lot of protective jewelry if I'm in a certain headspace, you know. I love wearing my pentacle because I feel like that is just, you know, quite often I will just hold it and just know that I am a spiritual badass and that I am always protected, because we really are always protected. It's kind of up to us to navigate the territory, but you're always divinely protected. And as long as you can keep yourself, your inner energy protected and cleansed, then, you know, you're this big, huge ray of light. You're this bright, shining light that nothing's even going to want to get near unless it's the same kind of energy. And we all have bad days. That's not what I'm talking about. And I'm going off on a tangent. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. Jewelry is a very good way to add protection and kind of have it on board all the time. Like I said, you can find the evil eye bracelets places and, you know, online. You can wear particular jewelry that has a gemstone that has protective qualities. You can also feel a sense of protection from the type of clothing that you're wearing. So you can definitely incorporate specific pieces, you know, a sweater, a scarf, whatever you can think of. You know, you can set intention for that piece of clothing to sort of cloak you in protection for the day. So prayer is another way that you can call on protection. Prayer is definitely my go-to. If I am feeling unsettled, uneasy, if my energy is out of order, I definitely go to prayer. And meditation is a definite way to kind of clear out your energy. Just sit in nature even, and just sit in the quiet and know that you're held and know that you're always protected. Historically, incense and smoke have been used to add an element of protection. So you can, you know, light an incense when you begin your ritual or as you're sitting in meditation. And then something that is always, you know, if you can have something like plants around your home, you know, maybe it's not a common thing that people would think of, but I think us witches understand that there is a beautiful energy within nature. And when you have houseplants, they can kind of let you know. They'll let you in on what's kind of going on with the energy in your home. One of the most important ways to protect yourself is, as I've said before, and I'll say 100 times going forward, is to guard the gates of your mind. You can set boundaries, you know, with yourself, in your life and in your space and in your routines, and don't feel like you're obligated to stay in negative energy. You know, set boundaries for yourself so that your psyche and your subconscious and your conscious mind are not taking on too much, because those things can affect you and make you feel off. And yeah, most importantly, just breathe. You know, the breath. She is so feisty today. You are being mean. You are being very mean. She's attacking the dog. She's attacking the other kitties. But your breath is probably one of the biggest protections that you have. And what I mean by that is, if you're in a scary situation, if you feel unsafe, you know, take a deep breath. Always go back to your breath. And that's one of the important things about meditation. Many times our energy is affected just because we're not breathing right. The breath is so important, and if you can just take a moment whenever you're feeling uneasy or scattered, and just breathe and just know that you're alive, and I think you're innately protected at all times. You're always protected. You have a job here, and that is to just live out your wonderful, beautiful purpose, to shine your light, to be you, and, you know, to explore. We're supposed to explore, and we're supposed to enjoy, and we're supposed to question, and, you know, this world is full of so much magic and so much bliss, and it's just about exploring that. So, with all of that being said, I hope that I have given you some great ideas here and some things to think about. Keep your energy strong. Take care of you and those around you that you love and care about. Protect your energy and your space. Set boundaries. And just know that you're divinely protected always. So until the next video, stay magical and be blessed. I will see you soon.